Hey everybody, Beth Helvey, Michael Saunders and Company. I hope you all are doing well today. So we are going to talk about last week's numbers. Again, Marketing Monday, here we go. And it's interesting. So to give you the numbers just right off the bat, hey Gloria, we had 405 properties go active, which means that from the week of 6/15, June 15, to June 21st, I do Monday to Sunday, so I can see what happened over the weekend, okay? We had 405 properties in Sarasota, Manatee County go on the market. This is the exact same number from the previous week, which is just a weird coincidence. So we started off May, don't forget with May, with properties going active in the 3s and then some weeks in the 2s. We're already at the 4s, okay? And the trend is getting to be more and more so where every week we see an increase in numbers. Every week we see an increase in numbers. So the properties that went pending, which is that you have a seller and a buyer who both agreed to a price and terms and decided that the property was now off market and under contract to a buyer. Hi, Eric. That was 616. Okay, so we had 616 properties go under contract, which, hi Daryl, which is huge. If you look at, hi Detlef, if you look at April's numbers, which was bad, we had properties go pending in the mid 200s. We had numbers in the 100s. It was really not the best. Towards the end of April, they started going up towards the 4s, and we're still in the, and then creeping up a little bit more. And now, as of last week, we had 616 properties go pending in the week of June 15 to June 21st. Now, is this our normal numbers? No. But then again, March and April weren't normal either. We've got to come back from that. But it is encouraging that every week we're seeing an increase in this number. We had seen 404 properties close. And what that means is that money and keys changed hands. The number of properties that closed, that process started anywhere from 4 to 8 weeks ago on average. There's always outliers. So that process started 4 to 8 weeks ago, and then, hi Nuri, and 404 of them closed. So if you're looking at this, so mid-May and end of April, we had 400 people decide that they were going to go ahead and buy property, okay? And then they closed on this property. That number is up. So we talked about this before where we had a bit of a dip in properties that closed. The dip occurred probably end of May, with the exception of the last week of the month, at the beginning of June, and now it's coming back up again. And the reason I excluded the last week of the month is because it was a holiday weekend and it was the last week of the month. And a lot of people like to close at the end of the month. It's just human nature, just human preference. And of course, it was a holiday weekend. So that's a perfect time if people are going to do anything to move in, get trucks, and that sort of thing. That is where we are. So we're seeing an uptick in numbers, and we're going to continue to see an uptick in numbers. Showings are up. Buyers are coming either in person if they're able to, or they're coming on Zoom, FaceTime, what have you, to view properties. There are more people putting their house in the market. There are more properties going to the pending status. And then, of course, as a result, the sold status will get increased. That will still have to catch up. What we're still seeing, though, is that there are more people interested in buying a house than people putting their house in the market. Okay, so we do have a little bit of a disjoint here. And we're going to continue to see that for a while. Buyers usually come to the market before sellers do. It's just the way it has been. And we're going to continue to see that for a little bit. There's a lot of people predicting that our summer is going to be very, very busy. And I think so too. I think that as we continue to go through this summer, we're going to continue to see those numbers increase. We're going to continue to get busier. We're going to continue to see more buyers interested in buying. Whereas, Detlef just got a good offer at a house. Congratulations, Detlef. And we're going to continue to see that go up. And like Detlef said, because we have lower inventory, if your house is priced appropriate, like Detlef's obviously is, then you're going to get decent offers. I mean, that's just the way it is. So that's what we're seeing. Good morning, Dion. Now, today is June 22nd, which means that sometime today, our local Realtor Association will come out with the numbers for May. At the beginning of June, I did a video on comparing May and April's numbers. We're going to have it come out again today, which is what the MLS is going to say, and it's going to go a little bit more in depth than I go, and I will report on that either later today or tomorrow so that you have an idea of what's going on. But in a nutshell, we still have low inventory. We had low inventory at the start of this, and then of course a lot of people didn't sell or decided not to sell or decided not to list or took their property off the market. We have to wait for all of those people to catch back up. Sellers are always slower to come to market than buyers. But our buyer demand increased. We have more buyers in the market now. So you're going to see fewer properties available, especially in certain price ranges. If you're below 250, it's going to be a little bit tricky. And you're going to see properties move quicker in certain price ranges. And you're also going to see multiple offers on properties in certain price ranges, especially if they are priced well. Okay. Something that we haven't seen is we haven't seen prices go extraordinarily high. People are still marketing their properties appropriately. We're not seeing an uptick in prices. And a lot of people have asked me this. We're not seeing prices come down. They really haven't changed a whole heck of a lot over the last 4, 5, 6 months. It's been on a non-COVID projected scale, okay? So prices aren't coming down, even with fewer properties on the market, and even with it being slower than it typically is this time of year, prices are still not coming down. We've got more buyers flooding the market, but prices also aren't going up. The pricing has remained essentially pretty much the same. There's always an odd property that's going to be a little bit higher, a little bit lower. I'm talking the general average market, okay? So that's what's going on in a nutshell. We still have more properties coming active. We still have more people coming to terms on properties. The pendings are going up. The solds are going back up again, and business is increasing. If you're interested in any of these numbers, let me know. I'd be happy to answer any questions. You can put a comment in, you can DM me, whatever you're comfortable doing, and I'm happy to answer any questions you may have. I know personally with my business, I'm talking to significantly more buyers and significantly more sellers than I typically do this time of year. So the activity is increasing. So if you have any questions, let me know. I'm happy to answer any of them that you may have. Today is a beautiful day. It is sunny. It's probably going to rain in the afternoon because this is Florida. This is what we do. If you have the chance to get outside, please do so. Wear some sunscreen, drink plenty of water, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Bye, everybody.